So when I was fired the last time from this show, people say to me, were you okay with that? And my answer is, I was happy.
Democrats in the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
Joy Behar caught in airport controversy. Amid 50-mailer lawsuit, what's really going on? Daytime TV just got hit with a bombshell. The View co-host Joy Behar is at the center of a legal firestorm after a heated on-air debate took an unexpected turn. Reports suggest she was spotted at an airport under suspicious circumstances, right as a massive $50 million lawsuit looms over her. The big question, was Behar attempting to flee the country, or is there more to the story? The lawsuit stems from a controversial comment she made about newly appointed White House press secretary Karoline Leavitt, sparking outrage and a whirlwind of legal drama. Could this be the scandal that ends Behar's long-standing career? As the details unfold, the twists keep coming. Stay tuned, this saga is far from over.
Objectifying the White House press secretary, saying she only has the job because she's...
In a single offhand remark that would soon overshadow her entire career, Joy Behar questioned Karoline Leavitt's qualifications, implying that her appearance, rather than her credentials, landed her the prestigious role. What began as a spirited debate quickly spiraled into full-blown controversy, with critics slamming Behar for not only dismissing Leavitt's achievements, but also undermining the broader fight for women to be judged on merit, not looks. Unbeknownst to Behar, that moment would ignite a firestorm, one that threatened to unravel everything she had spent decades building in television.
Clarify, she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it...
Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on looks?
They really don't like this woman. She's a good communicator. And so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Leavitt.
The fallout was immediate and relentless. Social media exploded with outrage as thousands demanded accountability. Journalists, political analysts, and even former colleagues didn't hold back, calling it one of the most reckless and damaging remarks of Behar's career.
Karoline Leavitt, she's just 27 years old, but boy, was she giving it to the Trump haters in her first White House.
They really don't like this woman. She's a good communicator. And so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Leavitt was picked for the...
Behar had long been a vocal advocate for women's rights and empowerment, but with one thoughtless remark, she appeared to undermine everything she stood for. The controversy soon escalated beyond social media, dominating primetime news as anchors dissected her words and debated whether this was the moment she had finally gone too far.
Okay, and why are the meltdowns always in cars? Now to the cackling witch herself, Joy Behar from The View, whose jealousy is something to behold. Here is her assessment of Trump's new White House press secretary, Karoline Leavitt.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
The ever-empowering feminist, Joy herself, everyone. And this is why, of course, she's on The View and not working for the most powerful man in the world, because Karoline would wipe the floor with you bitter banshees.
Leading female politicians and activists swiftly denounced Behar, arguing that remarks like hers diminish the hard-fought progress of women in leadership. As the backlash intensified, major advertisers began pulling their sponsorships from The View, pushing ABC into full-scale crisis management. At first, Behar dismissed the outrage, insisting her words had been misinterpreted. But she miscalculated. The public demand for accountability only grew louder. Within days, petitions calling for her removal racked up hundreds of thousands of signatures. This wasn't just another TV controversy, it was a full-blown career crisis. Meanwhile, Karoline Leavitt wasn't about to let the remark go unanswered. Instead of issuing a simple response, she took decisive action, slapping Behar with a staggering $50 million defamation lawsuit, escalating the scandal to an entirely new level.
Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists, but they have been wrong about everything. These women are completely out of touch with reality, and you're right, ABC.
Joy Behar's legal nightmare takes a shocking turn. Alleged escape attempt ends in dramatic arrest. Joy Behar found herself in serious legal jeopardy, accused of deliberately making false and damaging statements to tarnish Karoline Leavitt's professional reputation. Legal experts warned that this could become one of the most costly lawsuits in daytime television history. But beyond the staggering financial risks, Behar faced something even more damaging: public humiliation on an unprecedented scale. Behind the scenes, ABC executives scrambled to contain the fallout. Emergency meetings were held as top decision makers debated whether Behar had become too much of a liability for The View. Tensions were at an all-time high until Behar made a move no one saw coming. As the legal battle dragged on, reports surfaced that she became overwhelmed with paranoia, fearing the crushing weight of financial ruin and public disgrace. Insiders claim she hatched a desperate plan to flee the country, allegedly purchasing a one-way ticket to Italy, her ancestral homeland, in a last-ditch effort to escape the scandal. But federal authorities were already closing in. Just as Behar approached the airport gate, TSA agents and law enforcement intervened, arresting her in front of stunned passengers. The chaotic scene unfolded in real time, with witnesses capturing footage of her being led away in handcuffs. Within hours, the arrest video exploded across social media, igniting a firestorm of reactions and dominating global headlines. Under immense public pressure, ABC had no choice but to cut ties, distancing itself from the scandal that had shaken daytime television to its core.
No, it's not. So first of all, and I have had my objections to the job that Karine Jean-Pierre did, but she worked in politics for 21 years, 5 presidential campaigns.
Within hours, ABC made it official. Joy Behar was out. The network wasted no time announcing her departure, sending shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond. The decision sparked fierce debate, splitting celebrities, journalists, and political analysts. Some claimed Behar had become the latest victim of cancel culture, while others argued she was simply facing the fallout of her own reckless remarks. Meanwhile, The View was thrown into turmoil. Producers scrambled to salvage the show, suddenly faced with the challenge of replacing one of the most recognizable figures in daytime television. With the future of the show hanging in the balance, they raced to find a new co-host who could step in and fill the massive void left by Behar's shocking exit.
Like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And let me explain something to you, because without that wokeness, you might not have that job. Maybe. But my point is that job would not maybe have been open to her.
No, I understand. I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah.
The scandal didn't just rock The View, it cast doubt on the show's very survival. With Joy Behar embroiled in a high-stakes legal battle, the fate of the long-running talk show had never felt more uncertain. As for Behar, her next move remains a mystery. Can she fight back, restore her reputation, and stage a comeback? Or is this the final chapter of her decades-long career? Only time will tell.
Was bizarre, especially coming from Joy Behar, who is as woke as they come and positions herself as a champion of feminism. This online commentator said, "Disgusting Joy Behar of The View accuses Karoline Leavitt of being hired only because Donald Trump thought she was a 10. Karoline Leavitt actually comes with real job qualifications, unlike Biden's DEI hires, Joyless Behar." This commentator doubled down, saying Karoline Leavitt was only hired by Donald Trump because she's a 10. You know that what it is. Actually, she's quite capable, unlike the last press secretary who was only hired because...
Or will this scandal mark the ultimate downfall of Joy Behar's decades-long career, leaving her legacy permanently stained? With public opinion sharply divided and a legal battle looming, the road to redemption appears steep, if not impossible. Can she reclaim her place in the spotlight, or will she fade into obscurity as one of the most controversial figures in daytime television history? Meanwhile, Karoline Leavitt's bold decision to sue has catapulted her into the national spotlight, turning her into a household name overnight. Once recognized primarily for her political career, she now finds herself at the center of a media firestorm. Will this legal battle cement her reputation as a fearless advocate for accountability, or will it bring unexpected challenges of its own? As the fallout continues, both women's futures remain uncertain, and the world is watching closely to see what happens next.